just follow me on. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
Here when we started the show, you
brushing your beard at your leisure.
We all listen. Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams. Show
yeah, we were
me
all-
the way.
all off
I
key.
got bills to
Oh,
pay.
that was bad.
We was
get
off.
it together.
We were all
But
off.
listen, like, don't that song like speak to your soul? Can I get to the yams?
Yeah.
We're not talking about
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Sweet
Oh,
yams.
Lord.
Oh, I was talking about Thanksgiving.
Sir, I'm a
Oh
good
no, we
Christian
talking about
woman.
Thanksgiving.
Will be given.
We'll be giving
We ain't talking about. We talking. Show me the way. Listen.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the chat. I see Flames. What's going on with you, family? Bunty, Wagwan. What's happening with you? Arcade 42, 47, 45, 47. What's going on with you, family? Man, thank you guys for coming through and rocking with us, man, on this wonderful Wednesday. We have to sing. We talking about the Stella Yams today. You know, that's gonna be a big topic of discussion.
Stella Yams.
We have to talk about Stella Yams. But first, and with all that said, what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com, man. Congratulations. You guys are leveled up to 285. This is the Double XP podcast. You know, at some point, I got to figure out this number thing. We've been doing this show for so long, but like over half the shows were like when we were with a different publication. So I'm about to figure out what I'm going to do with these numbers because it's getting ridiculous. Longhouse Podcast. What's going on, Black Viking? How you living, my boy? Loving watching the growth of your channel. What you been doing, my boy? It's been amazing to see. But I gotta get to my introductions, per usual. She runs the show and makes everything happen. My right hand, man, the full hugger with the hardest of ours.
Oof, that was a good one, Fame. That was a good one. What's up, everybody? It's another Wednesday. You know, we're already on something. If you could have heard the pre-show talk, we are on something today. So let's just get into it and hope it doesn't devolve into a Megan Thumb conversation because we cannot have another one of those.
Listen, you gotta be a OG to remember the Megan Thumb conversation. You got OG.
That's way
I
back.
feel like everybody's talked about her thumbs before.
No, move on.
Next up. This one of the hardest working women in the biz. You know, I'm talking about Freedom Games, Dames for Games. The stuff she does a level 1 game and it's unparalleled. Des, what's going on, sis?
Yo, it's good to be back. I know I'm not on cam, and I'm not even gonna make promises about next time. But no, I missed you guys. So like, I'm glad to be back. It's like a reunion, but next time we need to do like an actual reunion. Like Dallas needs to be there, Hugger needs to be there, like all in person.
You know what's really
I'm down
cool?
for
Like
it.
I finally met Des for the first time, right? We saw her from way yonder because we saw the purple hair. So I walked up
Oh, I thought you were
behind
gonna say the
Des
chicken soup.
and I smacked her in the arm and she smacked me. That was our introduction. Then it was a hug. It was a light smack. But I
You
was like, oh,
scared
you're a
the
real
shit out
person.
of me.
I was like, oh, that's Des. She's like smack, and then it was like a hug. I was like, ah.
She hit him with the Marshawn Lynch. Get your hands off me.
I was like, because I was in work mode, you know what I mean? So I didn't expect
You
somebody to just
were.
walk up on me like that.
Headphones on, you
You're
was
lucky she
walking real
didn't
fast.
swing, Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was willing to take that hit. I was
It's
willing
because
to take
Des
that.
is
But
short
listen,
too.
I am
if you
short.
even she is short, but she cool. Des cool. Y'all don't realize Des
Right.
cool, man. Des cool as a fan. She cool as the other side of the pillow. So
Preach.
you know, make sure next. I should have got an autograph. Let me chill. Next up, if
Oh,
your emails is popping and your DMs is full, that's because communication director at level 1 trying to get a hold of you, baby. Baron J67, what's going on, Chief?
That'll never not be funny.
I
It'll
know.
never not be funny, bro.
No, you guys need to stop. I'm gonna go full Office Space. Look,
Bear's gonna get more famous than all of us here. He's already kind of
He's
famous.
already
And
famous.
people are gonna start asking for his
Baron,
autograph.
he poops Lucky Charms.
Did have someone ask to take a picture with me that had followed Dames for Games, and that like threw me off. That was crazy.
That would be me.
That was
There you
really
go.
cool.
Fangirling.
That was very cool. Yeah.
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 Well, hello,
Famous.
Baron.
Hey, Baron.
Hi, Baron.
Hey, no, yeah. What's it called? Gaming and Yamage and
Autographs and thumbs.
you know
Whoa.
what? Hey, I'm just put it out there. Des was super famous. Don't let her
She is.
downplay it. Des was/is famous. Should have seen her at PAX. She was killing it, crushing it. Everybody wanted to talk to Des.
I can't
Last but
tell if
not
you're
least.
being sarcastic or not.
That's
I'm
not
sorry,
sarcasm.
Dallas.
He's so serious.
No, that was
Oh.
so serious.
That is, he is
He's so
exhausted and he's being nice.
man.
Take it,
You
run.
gotta
Like,
show it.
look at
You gotta go to Dallas, but
the
before
Baron.
yeah. After you go to Dallas, you have to Baron. You have to show everybody
I-
the popcorn bucket because I'm not on cam. You gotta show
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
the popcorn bucket.
Oh, I got you. My cakes is gonna be on camera though, because I'm gonna have to get up
Uh-huh.
there.
Well, you can. I mean, can I get to the yams? Last but not least, DALLAZ.
Man, what's
Man,
good? What's good? What's good?
Damn.
What's
got it.
happening, man? Hey. Why do it always feel like it's been a long time? What's good? I don't even know what to say. It's not like I'm not as cool as I used to be, so I don't have like a cool ass intro or like
Stop
some
it.
You're a
witty
dad. You don't
thing.
need to be cool. You're just built in cool now.
I think I lost my cool because of it. It's just like Tim the Tool Man Taylor getting Santa Claus powers. Like it's just an automatic thing that happens, like a rite of passage.
Wow.
So eventually they'll hand me or award me rather, gotta thank them for the honor, my Pootie Tang belt. My very own side Tay. You get what I'm saying? And,
Okay.
at that point, I'll be Father of the Year. But until then, I'm just some uncool guy that does not know how to introduce himself in the beginning of a podcast. Let's get it.
You're
Yeah,
the only
you're
one
so
with an
bad now.
animated character though. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
man.
pretty dope.
All right, B, show
It
us.
is pretty damn cool.
I'm
Oh,
putting your
yeah,
Check
stuff.
in the chat. Is that
Oh, the
Bordy
cakes.
McBoard? What's going on, Bordy? How you living?
Baron
Sid?
is
Village.
on the top
What's
screen right
happening
now.
with you? Baron got up and had to show the yams.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, there. He
All
coming
right,
back.
so check this out.
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa, B.
What happened?
So check this out. While we were at PAX,
Alright.
right, we decided we had to put the games to the side and have a movie night. We went to watch the new Ghostbusters film, right? And be your camera kind of blurring it, but check out that
Hold
popcorn
on.
bucket.
I got
That's
you. Hold on.
that's fire.
Is it the purple bowl and the catcher underneath?
Yeah.
That's a big ass bucket. Holy crap.
And
Oh,
it lights up. That shit is so
we
dope.
lost him.
We
I
lost
think
the
him
prod.
messing with the thing was too much.
You know, it actually catches ghosts.
Oh,
too.
there it is.
There you go. Oh,
Let's go.
Wait. The knobbies knob.
did they knob?
They
They
do.
knob.
Do the switches
Look, they
switch?
knob.
The
The
switches
knobbies
switch.
knob. But wait, this is the
The
coolest part, right?
knobs knob and the switches switch. That is
It-
insane, man.
It's a
Ooh.
full-on real ghost trap. Like, look at this bad boy. And then this
I-
is the butter.
I need
This
me
is the
one.
absolute butter of it.
Shut up.
It lights
Shut
up.
up.
It lights up.
That's
Dune
dope.
2 popcorn bucket, eat your heart out. Oh my God.
But I'm saying
Man, who
That's
does
dope.
The movie
vacations
was
this far?
trash,
This is
but
dope, man.
Yeah, movie was trash.
the movie was trash, but yo,
But
Earn
it
those
was worth it for
buckets.
the popcorn bucket.
Listen,
Yeah.
42 of them things. 42.
Oh yeah, it was
Bro.
$42. It was
Yeah,
worth
that
it though.
Expensive.
That's worth
You should
it.
have seen. I was cheesing ear to ear like a kid. And
You know how often I better be eating popcorn if I'm spending $42 on that bucket?
It's
Hey.
not. It's
Still
not about the
though.
popcorn. It's about like it looks like a real
and then
replica.
Yeah.
of
and
it.
then it closes. Like,
I better be able
bro.
to capture and speak with my ancestors.
You
I don't want
could.
that.
You
I don't
absolutely
want to
could.
though. That sounds bad. And then you could already do that. All you gotta do is the power of the Black Panther.
But Fame, you say $42. How much did we spend on these Anthem steelbooks?
At one point, me and Hugger went through a phase where we will get on a call with each other and we will just search steelbooks. Like
We
that's
have
what
to
we would
stop
do for
calling
hours
each
on end.
other.
I'll
just
keep
get in a
thinking
call.
about it.
Search your
I've spent
steelbook.
hundreds of dollars. We need to stop calling each other for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Funkos.
Good.
And we would buy like CDPs and just give
Funkos.
them out. It was weird. We were in a phase.
It was a fun time.
It
It
was
was fun.
good.
But listen, if you got
And y'all-
Yobi's in the
y'all
chat.
talk
What's going on,
about me
Yobi
and
man?
my
Hope
games.
all is well with you. Hope you are doing great. If you guys can do us a big favor, hit that like button. Can help us out a whole bunch. If you share out the stream, that does wonders. Share it out to X, just one X, not three X's. Share out to X.com, formerly known as Twitter. Or if you share it on the hub, if you need to, as long as you're not in Texas, because now the hub is illegal in Texas, so it ain't gonna do you no good to share us on there. Whatever you want to share the podcast out, please share it out because it helps us out a whole bunch. We're going to jump right into it because a game that I actually was looking forward to got really controversial over the last week or so once the demo released, and that title is Stellar Blade. Now, for a long time, people have known that this game is going to be very sexy. Right. This wasn't new. This is from when it was shown. You knew the thing about the yams, the stellar yams. This was nothing new. This is something that's been happening since it was announced, right? But the conversation has been brought up that what we shouldn't have this type of sexy or this much sexy in games. I even heard at one point there might have been some type of memo or something at Xbox saying, "Hey, we want to desexify our characters." Right? I don't know if that was real, but it was going around to be, "Hey, we want to desexify. We don't want to over-sexualize characters." Right? One thing about gaming that's been around for a long time is people love the guns, they love to shoot, and they love women. That's always been a thing in gaming. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's sort of been like the mantra around the subsection of people who are the loudest in gaming. Even though we think about it, that's not even the biggest group of gamers anymore, but they're the loudest, right? They're the ones that sort of make the most noise. So Stellar Blade is the demo was out and it got crazy jiggle physics. I mean, I don't know if my team has seen it. Like people are in the rain on ladders, just kind of chilling, and the jiggle physics have been. I'm talking
They be
jiggling.
jiggling.
I'm talking
Wait,
Do it wiggle,
the what?
wiggle, or do it
The
fold?
what?
it wiggle.
It wiggle.
Every part,
No
every. Have you not seen the ladder? Her on the ladder when it's raining. I mean, you
I have
got
the gameplay
you-
running. It might
These
show
ain't
up.
polygon titties. These is not lower cross poly. This is not that.
Well, isn't
I'm
this
talking
game?
individualized jiggle figures, right? But people are upset. They're saying, "Hey, this is bad for gaming. This is setting gaming back." Shout out to Bordy McBoy with the polygon titties emote in the chat.
Woo!
Let's go. Shout out to Bordy
Woo!
McBoy.
You get a flex
Polygon
for that. Ooh.
and a channel member to get the. Now I'm about to add some stellar yams to kind of match it. But listen, I wouldn't be right if I didn't start this with the ladies of level 1. I feel like above all, you guys will have the highest opinions here. Stellar
Des.
Blade, and
Huh?
is it over sexualizing?
It's
Is the main character over sexualized? Number one, and number two, is there an over sexualizing problem in gaming?
I mean, if we were really gonna like talk about over sexualization, people love GTA, and you could literally have sex with prostitutes to heal.
Hot coffee.
So, and I'm not saying that I would pick up a prostitute or anything, but I definitely wanted to try out the
She
game to
has.
see what yeah, maybe once or twice. But also the game's based out of Asia, and like a lot of them, when you see anime, it's like really big boobs. It's like this is not new for them.
Mhm.
So I'm not really sure why people are tripping unless they're not doing their due diligence and researching it and being like, "Oh, okay, I see who made this game." Like they're known to over sexualize women. This is not new. Don't fucking sit there and complain about the game and then go watch anime that over sexualizes women. Like stop it.
No,
mean-
no, that's one hell of a point. Go ahead, Hugs. I really want to sit back and hear y'all's thoughts on this.
Des is 100% right. Like, you cannot be like, sit on me, mommy, with Lady Dimitrescu and be like, this is a bridge too far. You have to have a consistency. And do I think it's over sexualized? No, because I'm also somebody that's like, Bayonetta, step on me. I very much love my muscled mommies. 100%, always will, always have. But I think if you're that bothered, it wasn't the
Oh,
character.
yeah.
I think it was the game, because the same people that I have seen complain about it are the same people that are like, Supergirl was too Mary Sue. She was a bad character. Like, you cannot do it right. It's a covered up character. It's a explicit character. It does not matter. At the end of the day, like, I told Erica I'm calling it Twitter. I'm not calling it X. On Twitter.
Yeah, we don't call it X. We
It's
call it
Twitter.
It's Twitter.
Screw
Twitter.
Elon. It's Twitter.
Yeah. I told Erica that this is like when the guy tried to sue Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B for WAP because he couldn't stop diddling
That
his own
was
skittle.
crazy.
That's wild.
I'm gonna need
That's
you to go get
Wait a minute,
therapy,
wait.
my guy.
Time out.
Yep.
He couldn't stop
Mm.
what?
diddling his own skittle.
I ain't never heard that.
That's
that's
But
that's new.
that's a
But
frequent
you know
female
what?
term.
Historically,
Don't
that
fucking
has
do
been super super fucked up, right? Where
Oh
like
yeah.
men historically, and not all men, so don't go and like think that I'm saying this is about
Not
all
these
men,
she was talking
right?
about me.
Yeah,
Not any of these men
because
here.
in a lot of cultures they force women to cover up for the sake that you over sexualize women. Can't like breastfeed because some people think it's like inappropriate that she's feeding her baby. Like, why are you
Des,
thinking about
why
her
am I
titties like that?
why am I 12 and need to cover my shoulders?
Because we have really sick people
We
out
have
there,
sexy
that's
shoulders.
why.
Yeah. This
And
is
you know
this
what's
is a control thing.
what's interesting, and I want to keep getting you ladies points. First, THX38 with $2 super chat. It says Western gamers ain't ready for that jelly because it's jellying.
Mm.
But continue, Dez and Hugger, because I think what I find interesting, right? I feel like this people saying it's over sexualizing gaming is a kind of a pick and choose thing because
Yep.
where was that when you got to choose your schlong size in Conan Exile? Like that was a big thing. Like and Cyberpunk, like
Yeah.
make it as big. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't an
Baldur's
issue
Gate.
then.
Baldur's
Nobody
Gate,
had
you
Baldur's
anything to
Gate.
say about
your body
Baldur's.
parts.
Yep.
Maybe we're the
Mhm.
wrong females to be talking to about over sexualizing, because my thing is if you don't like it, don't play it. It's that simple. If you don't like it, don't play it. There are tons of games out there that don't over sexualize,
Got you,
quote
Yogi.
unquote, over sexualize characters or anything like that. And I'm sorry, I'm sure people are saying things in the chat, but I don't have it up, so please don't think I'm ignoring you. Well, first of all, I want to know who this is, because there's always a group of people who are really loud about stupid things that like have nothing to do with them. You know, we're all adults here. And so you have the power to be like, you know what, this is too much for me. I'm gonna step away from it. I'm not gonna play it. But I think sometimes the internet has just made it too easy for stupidity
Yeah, we know that.
to be stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yep.
just unnecessary sometimes. If you don't like it, just don't partake in it. It's that fucking simple. Her
Because
having
these are the
jiggly
same
titties,
people.
yeah.
Same
Her
people
having
that are
jiggly
gonna
titties
go.
not hurting anybody.
They're gonna go listen to Sexy Red and Ice Spice after this. Like they don't. You gotta, if you're gonna be consistent about something, if you're gonna be mad, you gotta be consistent across all platforms of what you want representation as a man, a woman, non-binary, whatever you fit into. You gotta have equal. It's not black or white. There's got to be shades of gray because life is not black and white. It's just this
But I
is
find it
grown ass women. This is not sexualized to me.
what I
Don't
find
act like
interesting.
people
Should I
don't
t-
have big boobs out there. There are women with like just naturally double D's. Like, get over yourself.
Y'all be making a good point. Over sexualized brought up Baldur's Gate 3. You can hunch demons and beasts, and you can be butt booty out here. But still, place will hurt them. And
Hunching?
what I find,
I've never heard the term hunching as a
Really?
coitus act.
Really?
That
I'm
doesn't
in the
sound
land
good.
of
That don't
I'm
even
in the
sound
land of
sexy.
scissoring.
You never
Like,
heard-
I don't hear
You
that.
never heard of her?
maybe
I've heard
you better be
hunching.
around the corner hunching. I better be out for that hunching.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe it's a southern thing.
I've
It's
never
it
seen
has to
you
be a
playing the
southern thing,
acoustic
'cause I've-
DJ.
I really never heard that.
Anybody ever heard of hunching?
That's
Yeah, I ain't never
weird.
I
heard
don't-
it. Like,
I've
like,
never
listen,
heard
it.
of hunching.
Here's what it
Huh.
is. I don't sleep with men, so I've never heard that.
Actually, I sleep with men.
Oh,
I've never
don't
heard of
ruin
It's
it for
gotta
some
be a
And
southern
people.
term.
And I'm like, but I'm in the South, so I've never heard anyone say.
Bodie
that.
heard of hunching.
Y'all are
Well,
wild.
maybe
what do you
it's
do
a
on your
certain
weekends?
group of people that are saying hunching out there.
What do you
Before I
mean,
get to
you
be in
people?
Dallas, what I also find interesting is that we aren't too far away from people being mad at the Fable character. That remember she was too ugly. Oh, she's too ugly. What happened to
Senua.
beautiful women?
Hellblade.
To
Remember?
Abby, she's too buff. She's too. So what do you want? Do you want the Absters? Do you want the yams? There has to be like what will make people happy. B, I'm gonna swing over to you.
Wait, can I just say
Selling
something?
yams.
Right
Go
before
ahead,
you swing
Dez. I'm
over,
sorry, love.
it doesn't matter about what people want. It matters about what you want your game to be. And at the end of the day, the people who are making the game, that's what they want the representation to be about. And I think we really need to like think about that. There are too many people out here in the world to try to please everybody. So there's a group of people who like big jiggly like titties, and they're gonna buy the game. And that's just what it is. And if you don't like it, they're not gonna stop making the game. So just shut up.
Now I ain't
She's
paying
Bayonetta
$70 for this
proportions,
game,
man.
but yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you, Dad. B. Stella Yams. Strolly, what's happening? Over the controversy around this game being too sexy. The titty physics is too much for some people. Your thoughts?
I mean, we live in a post Dead or Alive world.
Oh.
We live in a world where mods exist, where people couldn't wait to mod whatever they wanted to mod into Kratos' hands. Like The Sims, like we
Ooh.
Yo, The Sims.
like
Yes, how did we forget about The
Oh.
Sims?
yeah.
The things I'd be making them
We
do, unholy.
yeah, we live in a very, very, very open-minded gaming world, whether we want to admit it or not. It is it's I hate using the word grifting because I feel like I can never really explain it, but it's really it's clickbaity. That's just easier thing for me to say that it makes sense to a lot more people. It's real clickbaity. It's definitely SEO farming. It's I mean, we've already went through waves of this. I mean, Mortal Kombat fell on the sword for everybody with spines being ripped out
Yeah.
in the first game. You know what I mean? So I mean, you got people with cartoon characters getting dropped by assault rifles in Fortnite. Like it's
Yo,
But you
we
know
cartoons
have
what?
used
we
to
have
be crazy back in the day. Like
oh
when you think
yeah, I
about
mean
Looney Tunes,
Ren and Stimpy.
even
Like we
before that, like that's Ren and
yeah.
Stimpy though. That was
Ren
Yeah,
and
but
Stimpy.
no,
yo.
but it just it's a simple thing of it's really weird that this is what people gravitated towards. It super caught me off guard because this is what made it blow up when it first happened. Like when they first announced the game, this was what
Weren't
everybody
we
was super
watching
excited for.
this
It was
at the
yeah, it
Summer
was like a
Game
live
Fest?
presentation. Yeah, it was a
And
live
we both
presentation. I
pointed out the
forgot
cake.
yeah, I was like, oh man, caked up. Like damn, TT. Like no, but it but no, like this is really strange. I don't get it because like I don't get it. I don't understand how we got to this point because it seems like it's a everybody thing. Like, and not everybody. I'm sorry. A large portion of folks on social media like are like, why is it so polarizing? Like we had Conker's Bad Fur Day on Nintendo 64.
Fucking love Conker's Bad
Yeah.
Fur Day. Oh, it was
Like
such a good
he fought a
game.
literal
Y'all
shit
out here
monster.
playing Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that game was on what was that like on old Mac? Like what
Oh,
was Leisure Suit Larry? Wasn't it on Mac?
on
Like the
I
DOS
don't
old
actually.
know. I don't know.
yeah, there you go. Like the old floppy did. Like come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like
like
we're
King's
this
Quest
is
era.
far. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we are so out of all things to worry about and all things to sit here and want to fight on the internet about. This is easily one of the weirdest things I've experienced because I'm like, dude, really?
But
Like we're having this talk as we just got as we just had a new Mortal Kombat drop, like where people are literally you're worried about seeing outsides, you're seeing people's insides, like vividly, and nobody said anything. Like there was no, but then jiggle physics, like dead once again, like we don't live in a post Dead or Alive world. And for those who don't know, please go look it up and then talk to us again about jiggle physics.
you know, I know you think it's kind of dumb to talk about, but I do think it is something to talk about, not in the way people are talking about it, but like take oh, like here, take history as this square. We're going to constantly go up in this square, but the way history is now, we cut off the square before we know the rest of it. So we're constantly stuck in a cycle. I think if we talk about it, we can expand upon and be like, I don't want to see this for the future. So how can we work instead of just like, it feels like every time we have these conversations, electric vehicles, gaming, all this stuff, it is, we start at we are the first to do it. We're not. Like this stuff has been around for years, for decades. We have been talking about Laura Croft. She was too sexy. People hated the way her polygon titties jiggled. And now when in 2013 they rebooted her, she was too demure, too covered up. We didn't like it. So it's not a new thing, and it has to be. I know we hate it, but I think it does have to be a conversation. Be like, this is not new. This has been happening. Remember when Samus took her armor off? If you beat it fast enough,
Oh,
the
people
original
lost
game.
it.
Yeah, they
It's
lost
not
it.
a.
Yeah.
It's not a
Or
new
just figuring
thing.
out that Samus is a woman. Like that was a whole
Exactly.
thing in itself.
We have been in
You're
this
always
for
gonna
30 years. We have.
you're always
We
gonna
know
have
all
these
this stuff.
conversations. I mean, like,
Exactly.
I think the bottom line is you can't please everybody, and you shouldn't try to please everybody, and you should just make what you want to make. Because at the end of the day, somebody's always gonna have a problem with it. People have different expectations, and that's just what it is. The fact that we have to continue to have these conversations. It makes good conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like tomorrow
Mhm.
we'll probably have a different conversation. A game will drop and they'll be like, damn, like they changed Sonic's shoes from red to purple. What the fuck? You know,
That
like,
would
Oh
be a
yeah.
problem.
yeah.
Also, don't
No,
forget
you know what I'm
Code
saying?
Vein.
Just
Yeah.
The wind on Code Vein would blow the titties. So there's other games to get mad if you really want
yeah.
to.
Code vein.
Also, like, if you're that upset about a game, that makes me question like what's going on with you personally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn, Des went for your character.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Because it's very simple to just not spend the $70.
So if titties bother
Damn.
you, something wrong with you. That's
Dallas,
the
do
lesson
titties
of
bother
today's
you?
movie, I'm assuming.
Are these
Hey,
titties
Like,
that's
what
bothering
do
the
you
titties
you?
what do
bother
you
you.
have
What I-
against big-breasted women? That's what I want to
That's
know.
Yeah.
I don't
Save the
understand. That
titties.
don't make sense to me. Listen,
They're life-giving. You know what I'm saying?
Darren
Like,
has
I
said
love it
like
here.
pretty much everything that I planned on saying, right? He said like, but wait,
Big
hold
butt.
on. I wanted to add to that Manhunt,
Yeah.
BMX
Mm.
XXX, the
Yeah.
guy
Oh, that
game.
was a
One of
game.
those three
Mhm.
That was
games
a very
actually
real
ended up
game.
having to get basically completely destroyed because like somebody underage was in one of them. We heard nothing about. Nobody talks about that. Like
True.
I've never heard anybody in this or any other section of the gaming community talk about it. That leads me to think things like that, and just sexuality in games in general is not. It doesn't mean anything to anybody, right? Unless, unless I don't know, a group of people on Discord just all of a sudden,
That's what
I
it
don't know,
is.
decided to be allergic to booty. I don't understand it. Like
Can
we
I get you, baby?
all of a sudden are allergic. Like we forgot about 2B. I mean 2B.
Oh,
Oh,
mainly.
We
they
forgot
yeah.
have
Who
about
was easily one of the most viral characters.
we
they
forgot
that
have
we
about
ever had.
everybody getting mad, not at like all the random upskirts on Twitter. We didn't get mad about that. We got mad about we got mad about this all of a sudden. I don't know. I'm just not understanding. Something just not
not
connecting to
even
me.
all
Yeah,
of it's
didn't they
not
put an animation? Didn't they put? Wasn't there an animation in
Oh
Near
yeah, she'll
Automata
like
where if
A
you go
she'll
up
look
the
trophy.
back.
skirt, she'll
You
push you
got a
away?
trophy. You
Yep.
got a
they did
trophy,
the
didn't
same
you?
That's
they
a
Yeah,
did the
trophy.
same
That's
thing.
crazy.
yeah.
They did the
That's a
same thing in
thing.
Well, correct me if
Death
I'm wrong, but
Stranded. When
They
you
yeah,
try
did
to get
do
too
it.
close on, he like pushes
when he
the
was in the
I
shower.
mean, like,
And then
guys,
he'll knock you out.
there's a whole
Yeah.
dark section of Steam where the games are just about sex. Like that's
Yeah.
all the games are about.
There's a lot of porn
And
corn
This
if
is
on
not
Steam.
unknown. None of this is unknown. That's
no,
why it's
but
so
if
weird
these
to me.
people are
That's
tripping
why it's
this
so
hard, if these people are tripping this hard over like
We got
jiggle
something to show
physics,
you.
I'm saying you must not know what's
Let me tell
really
you
out
about
there.
water.
that's why it makes
Ice
no
is gonna be
sense. All of a
great.
sudden we're allergic to titties.
Oh,
Oof.
girl, we've always been allergic to them. That's why we.
I
That's
mean,
why
we
women be
can't
fighting the
control
good
I
ourselves.
mean
fight.
like lactose intolerant. I mean like titty
Nah, that's why
intolerant.
we be fighting ourselves. The people that are so. I know this is spiraling into a further conversation, but like everybody just enjoy that a company
Oh,
is saying,
Bayonetta.
hey, you horny? Okay, here, horny. Bayonetta has a
Lady.
one-handed mode that you can play the entire game one-handed. So if this game has it, we know what they're catering to. But Bayonetta 1
I
has a
didn't
one-handed mode.
know that.
Yes.
That is
That's
that is
wild.
fire. No,
They
because
knew what
not
they
for
were
me, but
catering
just that
to.
the fact that they
That is
thought that
fire.
far ahead blows
Oh, they
my
knew.
mind.
Oh,
That's
they
well,
knew.
it was made by a bunch of dudes, so that maybe I'm like
It's
giving too much credit.
just so much
But
low hanging fruit. I'm
I
yeah,
mean,
working
Well,
a
so
win is
hard
a
to be
win either
we
way.
horny.
So
yeah, you know what I'm saying? A win is a win.
We horny and we love video games. And you know what? This looks like a Soulsborne. So those people that I've seen complain about it are
Is
not going
it?
to play it
Is it a
anyway.
Soulsborne?
I don't know.
It
I
It's
just
not a
think
kind
that
of
Souls.
we
looks
automatically
like a
like
RPG
maybe
Soulsborne, like
It
Remnant.
looks a
maybe they
little
just started
Soulsy.
letting Jehovah's Witnesses play video games or something. Like maybe we just discovering this stuff for the first time. You
You know
know?
what? That's probably it is. There's a lot of young
Stop
people
making
now
blanket
getting into
statements.
gaming.
It's not we, and and a lot of those young people have already seen so much stuff. Y'all, if y'all really want to go complain about something, complain about the porn that's on Twitter, where you're actually complaining about
Can't even open
her.
it in public.
Yeah,
Can't open
like
Twitter in public.
I'm like, y'all are killing me. Grow the up.
Hey, Hugger, Darth Kermit in the chat said he just discovered something. I've been playing it wrong
Hey,
this whole
hey, my guy, I got
Oh,
you. I don't know if it's in the. I don't know
Shout
if
out
it's in
to
the newer
Kermit, man. He been
versions,
rocking on level 1 for a long time.
but I know the original releases on 360 and PS3 they did have it, but I do not know if it's in the new releases.
that's crazy. I'm
But
I've
texting
really
only
you
played
right
on
quickly, because
now.
PS3. Yeah.
somebody had brought it, had said it's not a Souls game, right? It's a
I don't
It
think
looks like
so.
what
a
is it?
like
It's
a
a
remnant,
character.
like you get bosses on the way.
Like it,
It looks
because
more
I ain't
like
trying to be. I ain't trying to be getting my ass whooped.
I thought it was like
No whole bunch of
just like
times,
an
bro.
action RPG. Is it not?
Yeah,
yeah, I
like
If you
thought
playing one handed,
vampire.
I think getting your ass whooped is probably welcome at that moment.
Yeah,
I,
Hilarious.
it kind of from what I'm seeing, it looks like Near Automata because there is big ass bosses
there you
that do
go.
have big
That's
ass
I
health
think that's what it
bars.
plays closer to.
Okay,
It's just
so more like
slower,
Nier.
Very
but
Yeah,
more
it's
like it.
slower.
Because I didn't play the
very much.
demo, but I heard a lot of people say they wished it was more fast paced than what it
Yeah,
is. But when you watch the
It
trailers,
does
it
look
looks
fast though.
fast. It looks very fast paced. But from people who have played it, I didn't play the demo. They're saying it's not like it's a lot slower. I wonder if that's something like you can't really change that. Like it is what it is at this point. If you got a demo out, this is pretty much the game, right?
No, you can tweak it. There's small things you can do.
You
And
think?
don't forget, it's not final day. Remember, day one is usually the worst day to play most games. So there's going to be a day one patch or something to fix. And the community is going to help. Look at Baldur's Gate. I know over sexualized, whatever. Baldur's Gate is still doing updates to this day. They just put some new kiss animations in. Like, if a company cares, which these usually have some good support on games like this, they're going to fix it if people really don't like the combat.
But before we move on, like I'm looking forward to the game. My final thoughts. I'm looking forward to the game. I don't know if I want to pay $70 for it. I'm just being honest. I don't know if what I see from it is that interesting. I probably will anyway. Um, but I think the controversy around the game is silly. Like Dad said, like everybody's saying, if you don't want to play it, if you're upset about the jiggle physics, go play something else. There's a baseball game out for you. There's an RPG for you somewhere to play. But going on social media and crying because jiggle physics, but then the next week you're crying because you don't feel someone else is attractive in a game like Fable, you kind of lost your mind, right? But shout out to Jay that jumped in the chat. What's going on, Jay? Ender Buckley is in the chat as well. I see. I appreciate you guys rocking with us. I'm going to switch. Man, I'm getting old. G.
No, you're not.
Shoulder. I
What
ain't
do
even
you
moving.
mean?
The shoulder just go out. Just all of
Lord.
a sudden, bro, this hurting.
You been playing
I need
Bayonetta?
some-
I love this show.
It's the reason he got them platinum trophies.
I love it here. I love it here.
Only platinum
Listen.
he has no games.
It's the OnlyPans, guys. He's done a full playthrough on the OnlyPans.
Oh Lord.
Hey, we get that. Listen, my lip gloss is popping. Listen, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Right? I do want to talk some comments that were made by Jez Corden on the recent Xbox 2 podcast. And I'm not going to say them verbatim. What's interesting about that is he's also didn't say this thing verbatim. So we're going to get a roundabout of what the topic is. Okay. So apparently there's noise coming out of Xbox that it's multi-platform strategy. right? We got the Sea of Thieves going to PlayStation. You got Hi-Fi Rush on PlayStation. You got Pentiment on Switch, right? Has stressed but not damaged the Xbox brand, right? Stressed but not damaged. At the same time, we're hearing that these titles aren't even top 100, top 150, top 200 on PlayStation, right? So you took a PR hit putting these games on your competition's platform, right? I mean, as much as we can say social media is a small voice, right? To me, I mean, it was between Twitter and TikTok. They took a PR hit, right? It is what it is. But to say that it stressed the brand but not damaged the brand, what do you think that? And B, you're really good at kind of discerning these sort of topics. Your thoughts on Microsoft? In a way, this isn't verbatim. I'm saying that this did stress the brand, but it going to PlayStation did not damage it. Like, do you agree with that notion at all? Like, this didn't damage the Xbox
Yeah,
brand.
they made money. No, they took a ding. Like they took a ding in the what's the word, the zeitgeist of it all. Like when people think Xbox, it was already an issue of Xbox has no games. Then Xbox started to get games, and now all of a sudden Xbox is sharing games. And which, let's be real, they always were. You know, we don't have to go through the whole talk, just quick Minecraft, right? But financially it was a big win. I mean, when you have your once exclusive game developed in house by you, now top pre-ordered title on your platform, on your competitor's platform, who has a majority of the gaming market. Of course, financially you took a win, but in the terms of, well, in social media terms, yeah, you took it. But in real life, I doubt any kids walking through Walmart or Best Buy or GameStop is going to be bothered that Sea of Thieves now has a, Lord willing, physical edition on PlayStation. Like I don't see that being like a big deal breaker for somebody. I think it's a social media image issue, which, let's be real, this stuff can trickle down to the kitchen table. This, I mean, we already know the whole Xbox has no games talk makes its way into the stores. Like I brought up before, how many times have you walked into a store and seen somebody buying an Xbox? I can count, and I was one of them. Like, it. But every time I go in and see somebody buying a console, it's a PlayStation 5. So
Usually,
we've already seen, yeah, we've already seen the talk clearly matters. Like I can't sit here and say it does not mean anything, because it does. But money wise, this was a win for them. This was the win they were looking for. They just didn't get the overall everybody wants to play everywhere, love and happiness from everybody. And I think that's what they mean by they took a ding.
Shout out to J Round with the $5 super chat. He says the brand was damaged, but it is what it is. As long as they don't touch Game Pass and they continue to release hardware, I'll be an Xbox gamer.
Can I say one more thing? Thank God he moved on, so he can't transition away from me. I have control. I run this. This is
you
my
got the
shit
control,
now.
B.
But but no, but
You
yeah,
got the
casual.
juice now.
I got the juice now. Hey, right? But no,
I am the captain
like
now.
Morty said,
Oh, my
casuals don't
mama was
care.
just thinking it.
But guys, guess what? Xbox just released a cool commercial on social media for their new Vapor design controller. But guess what they didn't
That thing's
do?
pretty.
Give us a. It looks great. It had a whole commercial, moss and creepy and woo, and it had a whole theme. Looks great. But guess what they didn't give us? They didn't give us a video trailer of the gameplay of the games they just added to Game Pass, because it is February 3rd, so it's safe to assume we're getting a whole new slate of Game Pass games. Why do I still have JPEGs for what Game Pass games? What games are going to Game Pass? You can't make a
Because
sizzle
Nintendo can
reel.
do it.
Nintendo, bro, there should be a
Metroid Prime.
monthly, bro, there should be a monthly, hey, here's an update for Game Pass. Even if it isn't a big event, they should have a video that has a YouTube premiere attached to it, and it
I
just
think they are
shows the
doing
trailer.
it now because they did
No,
have
they
the
didn't do it
latest.
this last one.
Oh, didn't they have the latest? Oh, that might have. I thought
That
they did put
was
out the latest
that.
coming
No,
back
no,
soon.
no. That was Xbox. What was that? Game Pass. That wasn't even Game Pass. That was Xbox talking about something with PC. I don't even think that was Game Pass exclusive. My whole issue is
Damn.
there's no way I should know more about your upcoming controller that's a design and not a change in function or structure than I do about the games you're adding to Game Pass. That's not possible. Like that can't be that should not be the norm. And it's almost like you're trying to lose on purpose. Like, where's your fight? And that's fine, because obviously they've made it clear that it's about getting controllers in people's hands, getting people into Game Pass, and now getting their games sold wherever they can. I don't know. That's
I forgot what the conversation was about. Are we talking about Xboxes not being important? It's not me trying to be funny. I really
no,
like.
no, because I totally did ramble. What were we talking about? That's a good question. I just
Did you heard?
I got
Does that-
no.
We were talking if
Oh,
social
the
media
brand.
stressed
Oh, the
the brand.
branding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
thank you.
Xbox.
Yes.
Like, to be fair, like if Xbox wasn't doing a good job at branding, we wouldn't be talking about Xbox as much as we talk about Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, they really don't have to do much because and I get what you're saying. They should do more. They should do, but they don't have to. Oh, okay. Because I was like, they don't really have to do much.
No. But guess what? They do need. Okay, so maybe I'm saying they need to do more, because the talk we're having is not resulting in increase in numbers, increase in subscriptions, increase in sales, increase of people spending time in Game Pass. At least there's no measurement of that. There's no championing it. Like, hey, all this bad publicity. You always hear, no, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Well, all this does is tell me that I need to invest more money into PlayStation and PC, not so much Xbox.
Yeah, but we're
So-
a different group of individuals when it comes to. We're not the average consumer. Do you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like,
and
it's
that's the problem. Thank you. Oh my God, I didn't know how to formulate my words. Thank you so much. That is the problem. They do not market to the average consumer they do not market to the casual at all. And if they think this is marketing to the casual, I definitely want to get a paycheck, because I could easily fix it.
So my thing is, we don't have background information on what their numbers are doing. This is us on the outside saying, like, they're not doing this, so they must not be making enough money here and here. But one, we don't know what their focus is. And two, if they were really losing like millions of dollars because they weren't focusing on the casual consumer, then there would be a change, right? Because like when we talk about the basics of a company and making money and hitting that mark, they're going to make the change to make that money if they're losing tons of money because of something that they're not doing. So my thing is that I think the casual consumer is all about getting the newest Xbox controller, right? They don't really have to do much because everybody's on social media now. So even though you think they're not advertising to the casual consumer, they are. Every kid has a cell phone. Every 3-year-olds have cell phones. Everybody can see it. You have ads that play, right? Like, there's an ad playing right now. I'm seeing on YouTube. Go ahead.
Oh, keep going. No, Des, go.
No, I was just saying, like, we're not part of their marketing team, so all we can talk about is what we see on the outside, which I get it.
Yeah.
From the outside, it looks crazy because, like, even I was like, they don't care. But
No,
I think go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, finish. I'm sorry.
I think what we're looking at is not the bigger picture that they're looking at. And I don't know where they're trying to go with it, but I do think that they're smart enough to, like, this is part of a bigger thing. Like, obviously this didn't all of a sudden happen. It's part of a bigger expansion of whatever they're doing. And at the end of the day, I think we've talked about this before. Microsoft is always selling.
Always.
Always selling. Like, there's not a school, a business, a home that doesn't have, well, okay, some people are like Apple people, but they're not out doing Microsoft like that. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying?
Even if you're Apple, you still interact with Windows platforms either at work
Yes.
or like around
Yeah.
you. You can't escape
Yeah.
it.
And so, in saying that, right,
Mm.
and knowing how Microsoft, we'll just use Microsoft Office, how Microsoft Office is marketed.
Mhm.
You can't go into any tech store without seeing Microsoft Office being thrown in your face. It's
Mm.
it's on your receipts when you purchase tech, any type of laptops or anything like that. It's always attached. Why do I see more? Nah, that's not fair because Microsoft Office is everywhere. My
I know where
point
you're
is,
going.
look, we we're clearly seeing that Xbox does not really. They say they care to market the games and gamers, but your actions say otherwise. And then look at your competition. Why do I know more about a game that probably is never going to exist in Metroid? What was it, Metroid Prime 4? Than I do or even we knew more about Bayonetta before it released than I know about what game is coming out on Game Pass. Like
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. That's
Well,
all. Like
to be fair,
why do I know more about your new controller
no,
than
to be
what
fair, B,
games are coming into this service that's supposed to be the big thing? Which I love it. I'm not gonna sit here and knock it. I'm just saying you suck at marketing. They
the
suck at it,
entire
and I
time
think
we've
it's
been
on
talking,
purpose.
I've had a
Mhm.
trailer playing, and they do this every month. They have been showing every single game that's on Game Pass. Right now, the thing is this week on Xbox, Diablo 4 on Game Pass, and they've been showing every game that's coming to Game Pass. So that they are marketing stuff, but it's Microsoft. We also know they're they're bad at it.
Horrible. They
But they
suck
also
at it.
don't need to,
They-
like Google. They don't
Yeah,
need to market.
they don't need to. Like Google doesn't,
yeah.
and that's the
Yeah.
perfect example. I think
Well,
the
that's who they're
difference
competing
is,
with.
well, yeah, but I
Mhm.
also think that like PlayStation is trying to sell systems.
There you
Sony
go.
is trying to, Sony has always been a hardware company. So
There
of
you go.
course they're really going to push it. The only reason why you go out and buy a PlayStation is because of the games that you have on it. Listen, you buy a computer for a million other things. Game Pass is just frosting on the top. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So they don't need to push. They don't need to push the Xbox, which is why they haven't been, which is why they release incredibly cool Xboxes like the Black Panther one and then don't sell them to anybody. Like that is what
Mama.
it is. They don't need to do it.
Gosh.
If you have a
I'm not gonna
computer,
lie. Xbox
oh
pissing
hey,
me
welcome
off with
back.
that.
Yeah,
Xbox pissing
Same.
me off with that
dirty.
because they got all these
Same.
custom consoles and not selling them is pissing me off.
They could have
Bruh, I
made
wanted
that
the
70
Barbie
billion
one.
back.
Yes.
At least
They
do
could
a
have.
shoe lottery
I
system.
tried to
Damn.
get them to sell one of theirs, but she never opened it.
Ooh,
Wow.
And
I
then
feel like
the
we've had this
only way to get them
conversation
is
before.
to
If it's a
like
cool
and
one.
retweet Xbox sweepstakes to have a chance to not
Girl.
win your
Yeah, and I'm not
console. I'm
doing
like,
that.
bro.
No.
I'm
But
not
I
doing
think
that.
Xbox is getting to counteract UV. Xbox is getting better at advertising. At least they're like they have been putting out videos pretty consistently like this week. But I'm with you of we are in a 20, 15 second timeline. If you are not making content to appease to that, you're screwing yourself. They need to do better.
True.
And it's Microsoft. It's Xbox until they get absolved by Microsoft. Until that day where we're like, yeah, they've returned home, which most Microsoft products do. Look at Azure. Microsoft doesn't care about what we're doing.
I do think that that's what's happening. I do think that that's why they're not pushing as
They're
many as
slowly coming
they're.
home.
Yeah, I think that's why it is. That's why if they wanted to sell the Xbox, they have every opportunity. They know that there are people who will buy them just based off of the themed ones that they do. But they're not.
Well,
And that's literally the reason why they push their controllers is because you can use the controller in a PC or a
Yep.
laptop. So
yeah, on your phone,
yeah. So they don't really need to do
anywhere.
that. I
I mean,
wanted those
we're
Ninja
looking.
Turtle controllers too. Oh my god.
Those were hot.
And they smelled like pizza. That was weird, but I still
Well,
wanted
if
them.
you had the spray,
I
Oh,
don't want.
that was
I don't
still
want no
weird,
spray.
but I
I don't
definitely
want no
wanted
pizza
them.
spray.
but hey, Xbox did announce a new controller here recently, so there's
I want
that.
that denim one, the one that was on Xbox Canada. I want that one.
Right.
I
They're
want
gonna
my
like
controller to have
people who
little
collect
cayens.
controllers. It's gonna be like collecting Funko Pops or Funko.
It already
It's
is.
already
Fame
at that point.
Fame has a
Yeah.
legendary Funko. He has Sea of Thieves controllers.
I don't
And
have
those-
any of that. I just have the really
those are like
giant Baby Yoda one. The thing is massive and it sits on
You know,
top of my
controller I
couch.
didn't like, but I'm starting to like more and more often. Was that it's the Xbox 20th anniversary one? I didn't like it at first. I bought it just I was like, oh, it's the 20th anniversary. Anytime I'm playing on PC, this is the controller I use because I don't use mouse and keyboard because that's for nerds.
I only have
Did you
two
just admit to
Xbox
playing on a
controllers and
PC?
we're giving it. Oh, did you
Did
play
Yeah,
it?
my legs don't work.
Okay, yeah, your legs don't work, so you're a nerd too. We roll everywhere, baby.
Nerds. Nerds.
Because of nerds.
Part of the crowd.
They
Shut
see
up.
me rolling. They
They hating.
hating.
Listen, when I had to dip, I don't know who we were at or if we covered our topics, but I'm about to get to the last part of the show. Unless somebody else got something else to say about the Xbox brand being damaged, I'm gonna move on to the last part of the show. My
Okay.
bad. I had daddy duties, and I had to leave for a second, so I do apologize. Listen,
Damn.
chat, it's y'all turn. So in the chat, if you guys have been playing a super dope game, if you guys have been watching a super dope anime, super dope TV show, you watching an incredible movie, right? Any of those, it can be all four, it can be just one. Drop them in the chat and let us know what that is, right? It might be something obscure that we never heard before. We want to check out. You drop them in the chat, I'm gonna read them out. I'm gonna start with the panel. D, I'm gonna start with you. Your suggestions for the chat to be watching and or playing for this week.
Let me see. Oh man, let's see. I haven't suggested an anime in a little bit. I don't think. And y'all already know all the good ones because I told them to you like over 200 something episodes. So watch the thing that I plan on rewatching eventually when I get around to it. I've been on like a big Adult Swim kick lately. So
Yeah.
the Big O.
Oh, the Big O was
Roger Smith.
good. It was good.
Yeah,
It was
this
like
man's
a
like
anime version of Batman. That's how I always felt
yes.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, his Alfred was fire. His Alfred was super fire. It's just dope. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's a real like it's a swagged out show. Like it's got a unique style that it just must be seen at some point or another. Also, if you haven't already seen it, and if we already haven't suggested it 100 times by now, X-Men 97. Watch X-Men 97. It's just dope. It's one of those things. And besides that, it's new X-Men content. And when do we really get to see that? You know what I mean?
True.
It's been
And all
years.
those
Yeah.
bogus ass movies.
Good actors in the wrong movie. Yeah, we just get we get more of that. So this is actually a good adaptation, continuation, somewhere it lives somewhere in between those two, like somewhere in between that realm. But it's fire, so watch it. And dang. Actually, I was gonna suggest something to read, but I forgot the last book I read, so we're not gonna do that. Watch cartoons.
Okay.
Black ones, preferably, just not Good Times. Thank you. And good night.
Amen.
I heard that was terrible.
Amen.
Shout out to Don. Don says Diablo 4 on Game Pass and Invincible Season 2 is fire. Stanley Francois?
Francois. Yeah.
Francois.
I got that right. Lord have mercy.
You
Says
got
the
that
mayor
right.
of Kingstown.
Oh,
Let's see. Bordy says I've been totally March of Madness pile. Women's basketball was lit. Listen, Iowa and LSU had everybody in a chokehold.
Choke.
Let's see. Legendary Yobi says Lego 2K Drive is heat. I was able to download 3 iterations of the Batmobile from Community Creations doing the gameplay to transform different forms. It's a stepped on kart racer. The Longhouse Podcast. Shout out to my boy Black Viking says y'all have to watch 3 Body Problem. I'm actually gonna start that this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yobi says also check out the Suicide Squad. B, what you got for this week, my boy?
Go and download on your phone AFK Journey.
Saw that
Is
coming.
it good? All I see is like
So
shit
many
for that.
ads.
Is it good? So many ads.
So many ads.
It's
Oh,
made me
y'all
not
get
want to
ads
play
for
it.
it?
Check out the.
Yeah, it's bad.
so big.
It's, like I don't even want to play it because it's like
no.
so
Yeah,
many ads
that's
for you.
how I've been. I don't even want to play it because it's just like
That's
every
funny.
Oh
I haven't
no,
gotten
I'm
any
fucked
You
up.
haven't
No,
gotten any
it's
ads?
Oh,
It's
barren.
oh my
It's
god.
like
maybe because I
5.
play it
It could
on
be
there.
5 in an hour. It's
Yeah,
bad.
it is bad.
Oh,
Like on
It's on
TikTok,
TikTok. I see it
YouTube,
all the time.
everything.
Yeah.
oh
Like shout
wow.
out to them for
Well, you
getting,
guys
but
are
it's
missing out.
bad.
You guys are missing
Nah,
out.
I can't play it. It harassed me too much. I'm like, nope, don't want to.
I'm weird like that too. Like when people watch something that's really popular, I won't watch it until years. Like I still haven't watched Game of Thrones.
I
Oh,
haven't
that's
watched
fine.
Euphoria. Good thing for that though.
Oh yeah, they
That
got
this
But
freaking
continue,
postponed.
mouse
B.
pad.
Continue,
I
B.
had to put it down. But go ahead, B. Sorry.
But yeah, AFK Journey's fun. Sorry for all those getting them ads because that's wild. But what else? Baseball started. Go watch baseball.
That's true. I've been watching
You
Cardinals
sports
games.
ball.
Yeah, go watch baseball.
It's champs.
It's hey, look, who doesn't love an arbitrary sport with so many arbitrary rules?
And
It's
we
not
got the
arbitrary
champs
if you
down here,
love it.
baby.
Nobody cares. You guys cheat like the Astros, and we're
No, we didn't
yeah,
cheat, my boy. We legit.
yeah, sure. I think everybody needs to get tested one more good time. But yes,
Damn.
baseball season, and I actually I think we should all hope that steroid league actually makes its way off the ground because I
Girl, we went
definitely
through
want
that
to
in the
see
Olympics.
yeah, I want to see peak human performance. I think that's gonna be great.
All the athletes are gonna live to 45 and then have heart attacks.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna say that and leave it all on the field, but
We'll leave it for the
but
extra credit. If you're a subscriber and you want to join the team and you can hear our out of pocket
Yeah.
stuff, join us because we say some stuff sometimes. Oh my
but yeah,
God.
baseball and AFK journey.
Flames of Founder says, I recommend the anime Solo Leveling. It's basically a mix between God of High School and Dark Souls / Elden Ring, a Souls game. It finally finished airing several days ago. Now that it's done, I'm about to go watch it. I like to binge my animes. I don't like the week for week. I like to binge my animes. Let's see. Ender Buckley says, watching Shogun has been really good so far. Did I miss any more? Nope. All right. Des, it's up to you, love. What you got for this week?
Go check out Alone in the Dark. It's a really dope game. I think the first one came out in 1992 and they just released another one. If you like creepy, like RPG kind of games, go check that out. I've been playing Enshrouded, which is dope. I've been fighting for
Gotta get back to that.
democracy and
Democracy.
Helldivers. Democracy. Let's see. Go to the movie theater to see the Ghostbusters movie, but don't and just buy the popcorn bucket. Just save that extra $8. And then I think like if you guys just want to watch something funny, this guy a while back programmed Laura Croft to be her own AI and play her own game. And it
Watch
is
that. It's wild.
it is wild. It is so hilarious. Like her reactions to stuff because like it's all AI. And she's just like
Yes.
reacting to things as she's going through. And she's just like, why are these wolves attacking me? Like it's like I'm in a game, but like and then she becomes self-aware in the game.
Yup.
It's hilarious. So I've been watching weird shit like that. Yeah, just look it up on YouTube. And that's it, because I haven't been watching TV or anything like that.
All right, sis. We on you. What you got, Hugs?
I'm gonna say go watch Yasuke or Yasuke. It's on Netflix. It is a black samurai that after years of serving a shogun, his empire falls and must, live his life. It was created by LaShawn Thomas, which I just got to give his credits. He's been on Black Dynamite, which is a great anime as well. Legend of Korra he worked on. The Boondocks, Children of Ether, Cannon Busters, and this is his first leading role. And in 2022, Yasuke got the Outstanding Animated Series on the this is 2 words in a row, NAACP Image Awards. It's a very good anime. It's on Netflix, or if you sail the friendly seas, I'm sure you can find it. And for games, go play. I'm playing Plague Tale Requiem, but start with Innocence. It's not on Game Pass, but it is like $10 if you can find it on a key site. Go play those 2 games because it sets it perfectly up. for a third game, and they're so good. And if you like that, go add Hellblade too, because Hellblade's coming out in less than a month or a little bit over a month coming out here. So
Yeah.
It's not real.
get your.
Shut up.
I be checking. I'm gonna start checking y'all's achievements. If I don't see some achievements in the original Hellblade, I'm gonna be like, you can't be hyped for the second one. I'm gonna start checking y'all.
I've been saying that.
Oh man,
Checking achievements.
Baron, you know what I
Desmond,
forgot?
you work.
Sorry. If you guys have signed up for Once Human, the closed beta opens tomorrow. So make sure you play that because that game
Oh,
is
we just lost Baron
wild.
and Des. Okay.
She said it.
Oh yeah, no,
already
I'm gone.
have it installed.
I was yeah, I do
Shane's gone,
too.
too.
I was upset that they pushed it to tomorrow, but then I was kind of listen, y'all. I was really debating on being like, do I want to do the podcast? But then the
they pushed
podcast
it.
gods came down and they were like, no, we're gonna do it tomorrow. So because otherwise I would have been playing that. The first time I would have played a game while I was on the podcast.
It would have been me and Dallas
Yeah.
here by ourselves.
The first time.
No, for real, the
Know what
first
BB
time.
doing.
First time.
Yeah,
We know how big it down. Listen, quick.
Oh.
I got my. I'm really quick. Pause. No did. For games, I just streamed it originally. Knight versus Giant. If you are a fan of indie games, check out Knight versus Giant. It is a really good. I don't even know how to. I guess it's a roguelike. It's really good. I didn't think I would like it as much. I played it on stream and I went back and I should have kept playing on stream because I've been grinding like crazy. I don't even want to finish the game. It's so freaking good. And then Hugger had said my suggestion back in 2014. I didn't give this show a fair shot, but I did, and I've been binging it the last week. Legend of Korra. I didn't get Legend of Korra. I watched the first 2 seasons and I was done. So I went back and started back from book 1 through 4. Legend of Korra is just as much heat, if not more heat, than The Last Airbender. And I think people gave it way too much crap because they didn't like Korra because I guess she's a girl. Legend of Korra is
that's why.
Yeah, Legend of Korra is amazing, right? If someone says to me Legend of Korra is better than The Last Airbender, I'm not gonna fight them about it. Really freaking good. She get her ass whooped too much, but it's really good. Like she stay getting her ass
whooped. That's the best
whooped.
hero.
And
if the hero gets their ass whooped all the time, they're always gonna grow. If it's
all the
like
time.
Captain America, and if they don't grow, you have a plateau.
And what's super dope is, of course, we got the live action Avatar: Last Airbender that's out. We have a animated movie coming next October. And we're getting a new series on Paramount Plus with the Avatar being from the Earth Kingdom. So yeah, go check out Legend of Korra if you didn't give it a fair shot. Listen, we got to get up out of here. It's been one hell of a show. Shout out to the panel for always coming through and rocking with us on Wednesday. Shout out to the chat. Y'all came through and y'all showed out today. Man, appreciate you guys. Do us a big favor on your way out the door. Hit that like button if you haven't, because it helps us out a whole bunch. Subscribe if you have not. Share out the stream. Follow us on TikTok and check out the YouTube shorts as well, because any part of the show you missed will be running through the shorts feed. Because we like to get some of the best moments from the show and post them up. With all that said, congratulations. You guys leveled up to 285. This was the Double Yam Podcast. See y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.